Scorpio, hi. So this is going to be a reading for November 14th through the 20th. And I'll take a look into your recent past, your current energies, and your immediate future. And then I'll close it off with a couple of cards from the universe for you. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out all the info about that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Scorpio, what's going on? What's happening here for you? Okay. The overall energy for the reading, the Five of Swords. You're definitely switching from one energy to another where you don't seem to have a grasp on. You're showing me 1 minute, look, I want to do this and I'm very determined, and I believe you in that determination. The problem is it's not sustainable, because within the next minute you're showing me, oh, fuck this shit, I don't want it anymore. And it's becoming quite sabotaging for you. You know, it almost feels like you need to take a step back and clarify things for yourself. Because I kind of get the sense that through these chaotic energies here, you can't quite grasp what it is that you want out of a situation. You know, you're kind of stuck in these back and forth energies about this possible person that you're dealing with. Anyways, in the recent past, the Page of Cups, the Eight of Swords, the Judgment card. Yeah. You want love, but how do you make that happen? You know, complicating a lot of things about it. What I am happy to see here is the Judgment card, because that means that even though you may be experiencing these energies and they do look chaotic and they do look like they're taking you on a roller coaster ride, you're actually learning something out of them, you know, as you're experiencing them, which you're not going to see right now, what you're learning, but you'll see it in time. In the immediate future, the Ace of Wands, the King of... in the current situation, sorry, the Ace of Wands, the King of Cups, the Empress. Yeah, this is the clear energy of my heart wants to go in that direction, towards that one person. There I go. Clear as daylight. Okay. In the immediate future, the Seven of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, the Three of Swords. Yep. Really wanting to move on. That's what I'm saying. You know, 1 minute you're showing me this, and then... and I know you can justify it with, no, in the present I'm feeling this. But in the future, yeah, I might feel something else. Or in the past, maybe I felt something else. But it's not 1 minute from another. I get that, but for me, that's how it's showing up. Like, you can't sustain one energy for too long. This is the energy of moving on, really determined to move on, like, yeah, I'm gonna do it, I don't care. What we don't understand a lot of the times is that when we choose to move on, doesn't mean that we're ready to move on from a situation. You know, we can say all we want, oh, I'm doing it today, or I'm doing it tomorrow, or doesn't make us ready for moving on, you know? You're still kind of hanging on to a lot of pain from this situation. And I get that there's pain there, because otherwise it wouldn't show up as confusing to you, you know? So there's something unresolved there. And until that gets resolved, you may force yourself into moving on, but that doesn't mean that it's going to look pretty or that it's going to feel right, you know? So let's clarify. Let me clarify the Five of Swords. The Four of Swords, the Justice card, the Page of Swords. Okay, so you are intentionally trying to fall off this energy of sabotage, of self-deception, and, you know, going back and forth here. You're trying to heal that. So there's definitely a recognition of, okay, I'm all over the place. I need to balance myself out. I need to straighten things out here for me. So you're taking the necessary steps here, which I don't know what those are, but I do see movement around that. Okay, let's Let's bring it all to center here. Let's not be all over the map. Let's do the Eight of Swords in the recent past. The Ace of Cups, the Strength card, the Ace of Swords. Yeah. Confusion around love, around what to do about it. You know, like, what do I do? Do I try this? Do I try that? What do I try? Well, I tried that and that and that. That didn't work. Okay, let's try that and that and that now. That's probably not going to work. So, where I don't see you eventually trying anything, because you have to think about it so intensely, you know, and possibly complicate it. Let's do the Judgment card in the recent past. The Six of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the World card. This is exactly that, you know, taking that step back to try to refocus here, basically. I see you doing that there for a minute, you know, taking that step back. I see you doing it. I don't think you gave yourself enough time in that step back. I think it took a step back for a quick minute. You were kind of like, oh, okay, this feels better. I can see more clearly now. And okay, now I know what I have to do. There almost seems to be a sense of rushing through that energy, even though, you know, I don't see any cards to point me to that. I just kind of get it that way. Okay. Just leave it at that for now. Let's do the Ace of Wands in the current situation. The Seven of Swords, the Eight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so this is... because there's an energy... Well, there's your heart being open in a particular direction. There's definitely that sense of, because I'm so open, because I feel so much towards this, I want to kind of go run towards it. But I see you kind of tempering that energy. Like, let's not rush this. Let's not push this. Let's take it easy. Okay. So you're not necessarily running away from this. You're kind of backing yourself out a little bit so that you don't explode in this situation. And it look... yeah, man. I don't see it as... I see you as taking yourself back a little bit from it, just in case, so that you don't rush through things. The way I see the proper energy for it is here, and then there's this desire that comes from your heart, which is rushing, and then there's this energy where you're slowing it down. So it's kind of like you're slowing it down a little too much. It's like, catch the energy of what this is, because it's going to lead you at the speed that it's going, you know, almost like I'm slamming the brakes and I'm going from here to here, missing the natural energy of things, you know, the natural flow. Catch the flow. Catch the flow here. You're slowing yourself a little too much here, slowing yourself down. Because again, you're coming in with the intensity that might make you feel like, okay, I need to go out there and explode in this energy. So I'm not going to do that. I'm going to slow myself down. To what extent are you going to slow yourself down? Are you going to open yourself up to catch the energies that are actually at play in this? Or are you just going to dictate, okay, now we're slow, now we're fast, now we're... You know? Okay, let's do the King of Cups. Two of Swords, Queen of Wands, King of Pentacles. Why are you overthinking? Why is there so much overthinking here? I don't understand it. The energies are clear. Why take them and make a freaking mess out of them? Listen to the energies a little more, you know? Pay attention to those a little more. Because man, it's like a split second either behind them or in front of them. Like that little split second. And all it takes is for you to open up to listen to them, to listen to the flow, you know, of the energies that are kind of leading the situation someplace. Because the energies are good to be led to. There's definitely a sense of stability, passion, love. There's all sorts of good things here. But that's why you're kind of falling off for one split second, because of the overthinking part. It's kind of like, well, I got to think about it. No, you don't. You clear that out, listen, and see, and feel. You'll fall right into the natural speed of this flow. Let's do the Empress. The Ten of Wands, the Five of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles. I don't know who this is to you. They do carry a whole lot of an energy of loss, of detachment, possibly from you, but it starts with them, so it's definitely there's something tied up to them in terms of feeling a separation or a loss of something, and it's quite difficult. But I do see them in the desire of getting past that and beginning something new here. So there's definitely that desire at stake. Let's do the Seven of Cups in the immediate future. Eight of Swords, Three of Pentacles, the Fool. If you overthink things one more time, I swear to God, I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't know you and I can't do anything, but I swear to God. It's a disruption to the flow. That's the only thing. And the flow is so freaking amazing. It's like, if you would just let it happen. Yeah, I mean, there's definitely an energy that shows up here about a possible partnership that comes into play for you. Maybe a friendship, maybe a little more than that, I don't even know. But it shows up as being fresh, as being new. And it's kind of like, the way you feel about it is kind of like, yeah, let's go for it. And then, before let's go for it, comes the mind and tells you, hey, hold on, let's think about it first. All right? So let's think about it intensely. Let's not miss one little thing. And then again, you get busy with thinking about it and you don't allow for the energy to come through. You know, that whole sense of, man, this feels good. All right, let's go for it. Let's see what happens. You know? It looks like it's a door to a different direction, a better direction for you, but there is a whole lot of overthinking. For the Four of Pentacles, you get the Two of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Nine of Wands. Okay, you're holding on to... You're quite stubborn here. You may be wanting love from a particular person or direction. Like that's who it has to be. Why? I mean, what do you want? The energy of love or the person? Oh, the energy of love. You know, I don't care about the person, but I want them. Because they're the only ones that carry that energy. Okay. I mean, you are starting to be aware that that's a bunch of BS, you know, because you are showing me the Nine of Wands. So there's definitely a little bit of, yeah, no, that's probably not something that I would want to do. You know, hang on to the concept of it's only this person that carries this energy. So, yeah, there's a little bit of, okay, you almost call yourself out, you know? So there's a little bit of recognition there. Okay. Well, as long as that's there, I'm just gonna let you deal with that. It's your own calling yourself out. Let's do the Three of Swords in the immediate future. The Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups, the Hermit. Alright. This I like. This energy I like. Because you're showing me hopping into an energy of healing, deep healing. And really working intensely on that so that you can actually move on in a very healthy way for you. You're actually starting the process to move on here, you know, from a situation, from, you know, I feel like you started a while ago, but this is where it starts like that full-on closure. So you're definitely healing a lot here and working a lot on that pain that was caused by whatever it is you're moving on from. But in the immediate future, a lot of energy of moving on. If you would just allow yourself to feel your way through it rather than think it, I think it would have a different outcome than whatever it is you've dealt with here. You know, let's see what the universe has. Seven of Swords, Five of Wands, Three of Pentacles. What is this Three of Pentacles? This energy that shows up. To me, it's shown up as new. To you, it doesn't have to be new, like a new person. It could be something that you already know about. But there's a little bit of... I mean, you're shown up physically as having your back turned to it, almost like, yeah, no, I'm not going to deal with that, which kind of leads me to this Eight of Swords attached to it in the reading, kind of like the overthinking part is keeping you away from it. So that could be why you're showing up like that, because you're showing me the overall energy over this Three of Pentacles, this partnership that shows up. You're showing it to me as being very conflicted, as being kind of like, I don't know what to do about this. I keep on wanting it, but then I don't, but then I leave it, but then I come back, but then, you know, all sorts of things happening there. And that's happening because you're in your head about it, you know? Again, as long as you let yourself feel your way through it, you'll know what to do about it. Kind of simple as that. So, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.